I think I saw Brian Powell, who works with Jeff very closely. Let me just go to him and see what he's doing. Hey, Brian, we're just among each other. May I take a seat?
Yeah,
Can
please have a
you share
seat.
something with me? Yeah?
Yes.
What you're working on in your iPad?
Yes, I've got my iPad here.
Okay.
And I've been with National Instruments for 25 years and worked closely with Jeff Kadosky. He's got some great ideas about where LabVIEW should go.
I'm sure you got his iPad.
Yeah, I've got his iPad. So, Eli is right. We can't really talk about such a future.
Yeah, that's why we are just between you and me here.
Yeah, so,
okay.
So don't tell anybody.
Okay.
Don't show anybody what I'm showing you here. So this is a very early prototype of LabVIEW running on the iPad. And so we've got a block diagram. So
you just zoomed?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just pinch. You want to try it? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So we've heard from customers that they like zooms. We've heard that before, that people want that. We saw earlier the data dashboard, which is the front panel, but I've been more of a block diagram person, so I've been wanting to show different ways of building a block diagram on an iPad, because this is a creative device with camera. It's meant for people to actually create things. So we've been experimenting with good ways of using fingers to build diagrams and automatically clean up the diagram and make it always clean, so that the system is taking care of things for us. And of course we have undo and redo. So there's some examples of kind of what we're thinking about in terms of LabVIEW running on an iPad.
Okay, so this is one view. Do you have something more?
Well, I suppose I could show one more example. So this is an idea, this is a Jeff Kadosky idea, and he's a physicist, and he has a background. And so he has an idea of using physical properties of the nodes on a block diagram. So he thinks of wires as springs, and then he thinks of foam around the nodes. And so if I move these nodes close to each other, the foam bounces, and then the springs move into place, and so on. So it's the idea of applying the physical world onto this iPad, because there's a lot of graphical power here in this iPad.
So there's attraction, repulsion.
Yes.
Jeff is a physicist.
Much.
So let's see what happens if you introduce structures.
Okay. So a structure is just a box that contracts around the nodes inside of it. And so if I move a node, it just moves the boundary here, or I can just drag it across. But we want to make this a simple interface, especially when you're using your fingers instead of a mouse. And so with wires, we want them to just maintain their connections as I drag things around, and try to, again, make it simple for a user to build something with an iPad.
Yeah, I'm sure, because we're using our fingers, the system has to help me get along on this small surface. So let's see, what if we introduce VIs?
Okay. So with one screen like this, we want to try to come up with an idea of different VIs all running on the same window here. And so, and of course, they each take up some space, so I can contract them here. There we go. And shrink them, or just double-click and expand them again. Okay. But let me also show you how we wire. So we want to introduce this concept of a wire with a plug on the end. And so I can just drag this plug over and plug it into another node. And then if I want to, I can unplug that wire. This is a prototype.
That's fine.
And then
I was expecting much more crashes,
And so I have one other example, which is kind of this crazy example.
Yeah, let's make it really messy now.
Yes, so lots of wires, but being based on physics, there's actually more than one stable configuration for this. And so if I don't like the way this diagram is laid out, then I can just, I want it like that, and let's move this over a little bit to make that easier. So So these are some of the ideas of where we think mobile technology is going with creating LabVIEW diagrams.
Wow. It's a prototype. I have to stress. I hope nobody's listening to us.
Yes, don't, like I said,
Yeah,
don't show this to anyone.
Okay. Thank you very much, Brian. Just come with me in the front.
Okay.
We had way beyond gone our time, but I didn't want to miss that. So, you know, thank you very much, Brian. Thank you very much for bearing with us 1.5 hours, even more than that. You saw the true power of software design, instrumentation, and graphical system design in action. With that, I'd like to thank everyone, including Brian, and say hello to the father of LabVIEW, Jeff Kodosky.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much. Enjoy your break, and see you later.
Good, Brian.